Listen, my fire team's missing. I need backup. And... Oh, you're fresh out of the grave, aren't you?
I'm sorry. What? What's up, everybody? My name is Sentinel Gray, and welcome to the channel. Now, I know with the release of Beyond Light, we have a lot of new players and returning players who haven't played in however long. But that's okay. That's why I'm here. I'm going to go over a few high-tier weapons that you can get today that will last you for a really good long time while you're playing Destiny. And before you ask, these weapons are only rolled one way, so you don't have to worry about getting different weapon traits or whatever from what I show you. The first and by far easiest of these weapons to get is Nightwatch. Now, before you tell me that Nightwatch is a world drop and it could drop from any activity, we're going for something very specific. Let me explain. So when you do the new Light quest line, eventually Shaw asks you to go through your first Lost sector, complete a few bounties, and kill a few Fallen. Easy. The thing that I don't think a lot of players pick up on is the weapon he gives you for completing this part of the quest. What he gives you is Nightwatch, but not just any Nightwatch. It's the curated role for Nightwatch that we literally can't get anymore. For anyone that's new or needs a refresher, curated role weapons are weapons that only come one way. That means there are no other scopes, barrels, magazines, or ammo types to pick through. The weapon traits that are on these curated weapons have been handpicked by the developer as a way to say, this is our favorite role for the gun. Now, this doesn't mean it's the best role, but most curated weapons are damn good and hard to pass up on. Now, just to hammer it home of what curated rolled weapons are, here I have two different transfigurations from the Last Wish raid, one of which is curated and the other one is not. As you can see, the curated transfiguration has no other weapon trait options than what it came with. The other gives me the ability to change my barrel and magazine as I see fit. And before I go any further, I do want to say that it seems like the only places to get curated weapon rolls now is from this mission and from the Last Wish raid in the Dreaming City. Bungie has since seemed to do away with curated role weapons to let players chase what exactly they want to use instead of what Bungie recommends. Still, as far as Nightwatch is concerned, it is literally impossible to get these weapon traits randomly rolled on a world drop version of the gun. Now, onto the gun. Why the hell is this thing so special? Reason being is because of the trait combination. Extended mag increases the magazine size to 19, which is already pretty large for scout rifles in Destiny 2. Overflow automatically refills your magazine to double capacity when picking up a brick of special or power ammo. An explosive payload makes your shots create an area of effect detonation on impact. You get me? No matter what range you are, explosive payload always does the same amount of damage, so if you hit it with a crit with this gun, it not only does the full crit damage, but also the damage from explosive payload. Now I hope you understand why it's so good. The next two weapons I have for you are unfortunately stuck behind paywalls. But since you're watching this video, I assume you've played enough of Destiny to know that you're going to buy the expansions or not, and the season pass. So if you are, go on and continue. The next easiest one to get is an exotic called Xenophage. And to get this, you need to have bought the Shadowkeep expansion. In the past, the quest for Xeno was easy until you got to the final part of it, but since Beyond Light came out, you can get the whole quest done in a matter of an hour or two. What made the end step so difficult in the past was the mechanic of the boss you needed to kill for the gun. Before, you had to hit the boss with only a certain type of weapon damage, being kinetic, solar, void, or arc, and could only do so when the game randomly assigns you what damage you can hit it with. Now, you can just walk into the boss room, tell Omar you're home, and kill the boss in no time at all. If you don't know who Omar is, pay attention to the lore of the quest. He's the bug inside the gun. Yeah, you heard that right. For real, a boss encounter that used to take 10 minutes now takes as little as 30 seconds. Go get your gun. But of course you want to know the why, right? Why get Xenophage? Well, because for the past, I'm just going to say 6 months, Xenophage has been the #1 weapon to deal large chunks of damage to enemies like champions and raid bosses like the ones in Garden of Salvation. Even now, if you take Xenophage into the Deepstone Crypt raid or any legendary master or grandmaster content, it's likely a safe bet for some heavy DPS no matter what you go against. The final top tier weapon that you can potentially get in a single day is Adored. If you've bought the season pass for the Season of the Hunt, you can go speak to Banshee in the tower. He gives you a quest in which you can complete one of three ways: in Strikes, in the Crucible, or in Gambit. No matter which path you choose, the Adored you get will always roll the same way. And if you don't have a sniper rifle you like yet in the game, this season's ritual weapon is most likely to tickle your fancy. And just in case, ritual weapons, for those of you who don't know, are weapons that we can chase every season that are tailored to one thing or another. They usually come with 4 different defining weapon traits. For Adored, that would be picking between Triple Tap or Killing Wind and Vorpal Weapon or Snapshot Sights. You can mix and match these 4 however you want, but none of these traits are bad in any sense. And because Adored comes with these traits on it, you can spec the gun out to be a monster of a sniper in PvP or be able to put some decent boss damage in PvE. This is one of the only snipers I've had on my character since I got it, just because of the pure versatility that it has. So with everything that I've covered so far, I've given you weapons for each weapon slot: kinetic, energy, and power. You could take all 3 of these with you in some higher end game content like dungeons and raids. And to give you a little bit of comfort just in case you were worried, you can take this whole set with you into the new Deepstone Crypt raid and be perfectly fine. Take it from someone who already has 50 plus clears on a raid that's only been out for a month. If these weapons are the best that you have and someone tells you that you can't do it without insert item here, then tell them to watch this video. The crypt isn't that demanding on what you bring. There's a reason why I'm driving this point home. There's nothing that angers me more than people gatekeeping and saying, oh, you have to have this specific weapon to do this specific activity. This loadout is perfectly fine. I went through the entire raid with it, and if I can do it, anybody can do it. Especially if you're running with a team that already knows what they're doing and is fully capable of doing it, you're going to be perfectly fine. And that is all I have for this video, guys. I hope it has helped some of you new players or returning players get some items that really help you and that are actually really good, that I think go pretty unnoticed because all the veterans have so much better gear. Regardless, thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you like the video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. I think I'm going to try and do more of these new player help guides with whatever I can. But if you guys like live content, I stream on Twitch every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will have a link for that in the description box below. Thank you guys once again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Remember, keep your heads up and be kind to each other. Bye now.